right to the air. Here's Stafford. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much. Our game here, the 2nd and 3 on this fine Christmas day. Coming up later tonight, the Bucks and Cardinals from Glendale. And then remember, as if your spouse hasn't chided you enough already, more football coming your way tomorrow night. Chargers and Colts on the 26th from Indianapolis. Following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. Here's the first carry of the game for Cam Akers. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. 10 more down, another first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Stafford. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test him early, but it proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
To throw again on 2nd down. Stafford got a man open. It's Tyler Higbee. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 28. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. The first drive here and the first time that we've called the big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers will get involved as this game goes on.
Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Going right back to Akers. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Cam Akers hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Rams get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Gain is up and good. It's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, it's Gain to kick this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Here's Russell Wilson, 11th season in the league. First, of course, with Denver after a high-profile trade this offseason that saw him dealt from Seattle. So 1st and 10 here for Wilson and the Broncos at their own 26. They start to drive on the ground. It's Williams. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
On 2nd and 11 now. Wilson sets up the screen to Gordon. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in the game.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. The Broncos at 1-13 now on the year. They come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you talk about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
Ball start, offense.
And the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. A false start backs them up 5. 1st and 15. Here's a give up the middle. It's Gordon. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty.
Now that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job, and then some people doing a little bit more. game because when you only give up 14 points in a contest, you give your team a great chance to win. The best defense in the league is usually going to average giving up 18, 19 points a game. So to be under that, a terrific achievement.
Well, they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chains, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all, partner. Check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the first down. Offense is getting established. You're moving the ball. You're not turning it over. Check, check, check. They like what they're doing early in the game.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, that won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
A throw down the field, caught by his running back. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle is going to be made at the Rams' 14. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
This has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. That's complete. It's Gordon. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. The first down screen pass, good for 5. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. On second down, Williams. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. In search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. On third down, Wilson. Throw to the right here to Gordon. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. They'll go down as a gain of 6, and that's going to make it fourth down. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. Touchdown, Broncos. Trey Quinn, his first touchdown on the year. And the Broncos are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Extra point from McManus is good, and we are tied at 7. That one in the books as a 12-play drive, and it culminates in a touchdown by the Broncos. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And they'll start at the 25 as Powell decides against returning it. So the Rams coming back onto the field, their second drive of the game. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for first and 10. Stafford going to give this to Akers. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
7-7, our score. The Rams with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it 2nd and 7. Here's Stafford. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. But he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do in that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside. Now that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Akers. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Now it's Stafford. That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass. And Gay knocks this one through, and they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. So now the second drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos. As the season winds down and you look at them in totality, you know, the offense has struggled. The defense has been pretty good, so I would imagine the changes this offseason may be more on the offensive side of the ball.
And this is where we always hear the term complementary football, because as you noted, the defense has played well enough for them to win games, and the offense has held them back. So they've got to reward that defense by improving on offense. I don't know if you make a change of quarterback, running back, tight end, it doesn't matter. Get better players, better system, so they can play to the standards of the defense and you win confidence.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just talking about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
2nd and 10. It's Wilson again. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Aaron Donald, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends of what we've seen so far.
They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson. Got a man. It's Judy complete. And he is going to have a Broncos first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Man open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Wilson will throw again. It's caught on the right side. Williams. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
From the 25 on 2nd down. Wilson, Sutton rolling it in on the left side. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
A gain of 11 yards. First down, Broncos.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They give it to Williams, right. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. throw is Wilson. Touchdown! Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes as they have taken the lead. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. McManus's point after is good, and the lead is now 14-10. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And they'll start at the 25 as Powell decides against returning it. L.A. set to take over again on offense. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Stafford's throw, it's complete into the hands of Higbee. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, there's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. First down at Stafford. He'll dump this off to Akers. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Akers back-to-back catches. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Got an open man finding Jefferson. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 19. They give them 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. From the red zone now, Stafford. They'll set up the screen here to Akers. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up 2nd and 12. Throwing again is Stafford. This one brought in by Jefferson. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Stafford. This is caught. And the Rams are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
A field goal helps, but a touchdown gets you the lead. That had to be the message transmitted in the huddle. And they delivered there as that throw is going to keep the drive alive. And even better than that, set them up for the 1st and goal.
So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Now Stafford. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half. But the coverage has been tight all game long, and and they certainly want to keep them up the scoreboard here.
On second and goal, Stafford, and he's got his man in stride, complete. The Rams going to be forced to use their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Third down and goal. This Denver defense trying to hold up for one more play. Again, it's Stafford. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Allen Robinson in the final seconds of the first half. And the Rams have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And it's now 17-14. So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. Fielded right around the 8. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Field ready to start their next drive. And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just one snap of the football. He's going to look deep for his running back, Gordon. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So we've reached halftime here on Christmas Day. Well, we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the third quarter. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
They start the second half here with Williams. They find some open field here. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there, just one big carry away. Busting this open, that's a good start for him.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
Here's a throw out line complete to his running back right side. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else. And now it's 3rd and 10.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Over the middle, complete to Judy. And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the first on the 35-yard strike. So the completion good for 7 there. And it'll be 4th down.
That pattern and scheme was well defensed on 3rd down. He tried to just sprint from one side of the field to the other, and they got it to him quickly. But no chance at yards after the catch there, and they stop him short.
Fourth down. Here's Wilson. Open man is Quinn, able to connect. And he is going to have a Broncos first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive.
Well, it all came together on that one, didn't it?
Big-time throw on 4th.
Now that had to feel good, didn't it? Taking that type of a gamble there and making it pay off. What a throw.
And tough as a receiver because no matter how perfect the pass, you know it's 4th down and you got to convert.
A little bit of extra pressure, but he overcame it.
Give the tackle to Terrell Lewis.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense. Linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Throwing on second down. Wilson. It's complete to Williams. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it first and goal.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
They'll try and run. This is Williams. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on second and goal here. Now Wilson. And a quick throw here. That's complete. 5 yards that time on the completion. And now it's third and goal. Now it's Wilson. And he's going to go down. Sacked around the 17. A nightmare on third and goal. He's sacked and multiple players broke through the line to get him.
Third and goal, they decided to throw for it, but how about the play defensively? Couldn't find anyone open. Left him nowhere to go with the football. Had to absorb the sack.
The kick by McManus is good, and that will tie things at 17-all. So they come away from this opening drive of the third quarter with only 3, but it does draw them even.
Yeah, and that has to be job one, doesn't it? A touchdown definitely would have been nice. We know that. But here, you get back on even terms, and now you've got most of the second half to try and get yourself into a position to win.
So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. And they'll start at the 25 as Powell decides against returning it. Out come the Rams. They'll have it first here to begin the third quarter. And their 3-point halftime lead gone now, back to a tie game. But, Charles, I don't imagine that changes too much for this offense.
I would agree. I don't think it changes much at all, whether it's a 3-point lead or a tie game. They know they have their work cut out for them, and they were going to run their offense in the same vein.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver, and it's third down.
Not sure what happened there, but he just didn't get the right read on the coverage that time. Pass wasn't where it needed to be, and that'll send them back to the drawing board.
Man open, it's Cup. He's got it. And they get him down, but now LaFleur takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards is the pickup there, and a first down for L.A. Off the fake to Akers. Here's Stafford. They'll check this down to Akers out of the backfield. They'll wind up getting just a yard, and that'll make it second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Throwing on third down, Stafford. And that is incomplete.
The coverage was good, but I just wonder if they absolutely fooled the quarterback on that play. I think he was expecting something else. Ended up with nowhere to throw the football successfully.
On is the punter Charlton now as he's able to get this one away. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they will begin with, should we call it, far from ideal starting field position, their own 2-yard line.
So what's your definition of ideal?
The 1-yard line on the other side of the field.
Yes, exactly right. So, yes, your definition is apropos in this case.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and Wilson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And he'll be marked down at the 2-yard line. How about this starting field position? First and goal from 2 yards out. And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. Matthew Stafford scoring on the 2-yard keeper. And the Rams have moved out in front here in the final minute of the third quarter. Extra point by Gay is up and good. They will take the 7-point lead. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. Taken at the goal line. Oh, good-looking return set up here. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Denver's offense now set to go. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, did a couple short passes, go a little bit back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Following the penalty, it's Williams. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. It's second down. Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off of it. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Broncos trailing, but they do have possession of the football as we begin quarter number 4. From just shy of midfield, Wilson. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call.
Offense.
He's trying to protect his quarterback's blind side. Got nailed.
You have one job over there. Make sure that man does not get hit. So if you have to hold occasionally, do so because they don't catch all of them. This time they did.
Throwing is Wilson. Open man Hamler, that's complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. On third down, Wilson. They'll get that complete to Alvaro. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. The 21 yards there as they convert on third.
Like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Throw right side is going to be caught by Judy. And he's down into the red zone at the 15 after a gain of 15. First and 10.
First down, Denver.
A give to Williams, running right. He's down inside the 10 to the 8. And it comes on a gain of 8. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. We're always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. On second and 2, Wilson. This one swung out to Williams. Call it a gain of a yard. And now that sets up third and 2. They'll cover the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Third and 2, now Wilson. Touchdown, Broncos. Trey Quinn, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying this game here in the fourth. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A fourth-quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this fourth quarter. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. And they'll start at the 25 as Powell decides against returning it. As the Rams offense comes back out, here is the NFC playoff picture coming into the weekend. And for them right now, not a done deal. They are holding down one of the final 3 wild card spots with 2 weeks to go. But, you know, there are others, Charles, kind of nipping at their heels a bit.
And, Brandon, it's always worth keeping in mind, and I have to keep writing it down for myself. Remember, it's 7 teams in each conference now making the playoffs. So that brings more important games to the end of the season. So, in theory, more teams alive for a postseason berth later in the year.
A good gain on first. Has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. A give up the middle to Akers. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
And that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
Stafford on first down. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And got his man complete. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll go with Akers here up the middle. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. The shotgun snap for Stafford. Touchdown, Rams! Van Jefferson, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Rams answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. Extra point by Gain is up and good. They will take a 7-point lead. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. Fields it right around the goal line. Oh, good return up past the 30. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. A pass for Sutton is intercepted. Troy Hill picks it. Certainly not his best throw that time, and not a good time to make it, Charles, when they were nickel with 5 defensive backs on the field.
And that's exactly why you want extra DBs out there. You want extra speed on the field, guys who have ball skills and understand what the passing game can do, and gives them a chance to react and make a play on the football, and they take one of those away.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37. Continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Stafford. And he's got this to Jefferson. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That's 77 yards receiving for the ball game. It's a first down.
First down at the 17-yard line.
Going to run the sweep here. This is Cup. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Back to throw. Stafford. They'll set up the screen here to Akers. And he'll gets 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down.
With all the success they've had throwing the football as a pass rusher, you know you've got to come hard when you see him drop back to throw. So I really like this call to counteract that pass rush with a screen. It turns into positive yardage. A lot of times the offense says, just replace the rusher with the ball, and it turns into a good play.
So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. Here's Stafford. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Gay's kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So that one seeming going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
There's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other side of that for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
It is fielded right at the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. So here is Wilson and the Broncos. Down by 10. A minute 50 to play. And they're in danger of a 3rd straight loss as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Wilson. And his throw is incomplete.
Let's face it, this defense has had its share of struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there to force the incompletion.
There's Wilson. He's got a man, complete. And he'll have it past midfield, close to the 40 before being taken down. Throwing now is Wilson. This will be caught. Judy. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. Wilson to throw. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock. It lets your offense catch its breath. It lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Oh, no, he lost the football. Unfortunately, he's able to... Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Rams have got it back. Exception. Error-free.